Hello, my name is Matt Dietz, and in this video I will try and share with you how I put it all together, specifically with my online philosophy. I started with the program Padlet, and as I was working through it, needed to try and find something else, so I put together this simple diagram using the program Glyphy. With my online philosophy, I broke it down into 5 areas. The first of which is the investment of learning. I want my students to be as excited about learning as I am. The students and I are partners on a journey. Learning occurs because learners are actively involved in the process. The second is community. I want my classroom to be safe where everyone is respected. Communication must be regular between the teacher and the student, as well as from student to student. This includes ideas, questions, and goals, and of course, social interaction. This will alleviate the transactional distance that is created by online learning. Next, I want to focus on excellence. All students are expected to do their best. I will do my best to meet each individual's needs. This will be done through differentiated instruction. Next, my primary style will be using learner-centered principles through project-based learning. I will encourage multiple avenues for connecting to content, to each other, and to the teacher, as Rice has suggested. And finally, when it comes to technology, it will be important that the technology I use benefits the instruction for the learner. All of this is tied together by my idea of me being a facilitator. This is in line with my philosophy. I see my role as being a resource of resources. Sometimes I will work beside my students, lead my students, and when necessary, push my students. I will provide the structure and guidance that allows learners to create and participate in a network of learning. I now will share my online philosophy in regards to the 2 basic methods of delivery. First, synchronous, instant messaging, chat, and phone conferencing, as well as audio and video conferencing, and live online instructor-led instruction are all real-time means of content delivery. Some of the advantages, according to e-learners, students like synchronous courses because they want to feel involved in real time with the class experience. They might find it rewarding to ask a question or offer a comment and to receive instant feedback. For some, real-time communication can provide them with the educational experience they need to thrive. This improves the social presence or connectedness of the classroom. If we are to develop a network learning community, it is crucial that we help students become connected in as many ways as possible. My goal will be to provide highly interactive lessons where students are generating questions and are directing the flow of the lesson. This learner-centered approach will mimic my face-to-face classroom, but avoid some of the distractions that challenge students. Video, email, fact sheets, white papers, managed discussion boards, social networking sites, wikis, and collaborative documents are all examples of asynchronous methods. This style will provide students with more time to form their thoughts or consider all the sides of an issue before offering an opinion. I subscribe to the idea that video technologies can be used to address the possible disconnect with having students complete the work on their own time. Borup, West, and Graham share a large majority of students indicated feeling that the video-based communication made their instructors seem more real, present, and familiar, and that these relationships were similar to face-to-face instruction. Because of this, in my delivery, the inclusion of introductory videos by me, as well as requiring collaborative video presentations of my students, will help foster this community. Through this class, I had the opportunity to experience some collaboration tools. Haythorne-Waite identifies 3 forms of communication that students will use: content-related, social, and task planning. 3 specific tools that I experienced during this class can provide this communication. For the synchronous classroom, Zoom can provide free presentation software that allows for group chat, group audio, and video. It will provide a real-time interactive platform for presentation to students. Another website is Twidla. It's a free interactive online whiteboard where I can present basic material to my students. It does have some limitations, but without a full-blown learning management system, it will fulfill the need. Finally, Edpuzzle is another easy-to-use software that will be used to enhance my current videos. The primary collaboration will be between myself and the individual student, as I can monitor their understanding and address areas in which they may struggle. Employing the universal design for learning assists learners of all levels. Morin shares the goal of UDL is to use a variety of teaching methods to remove any barriers to learning and give all students equal opportunities to succeed. In my experience with flipping my classroom, I found that the nature of the video allows a student to move as quickly or as slowly as they need. This, in addition to the inclusion of closed captioning, will help those with hearing difficulties or who do not learn well auditorily. I will also include visual cues and consistent color indicators to aid those who are more visual. I have found many of the articles and software pieces helpful. One of the biggest ahas that I had, however, was that through the course requirements, I learned of online resources that are beneficial. I often find myself engaged with school in the now and feel limited as to what time I commit to learning new technologies. What I found was that many of the resources shared in this course are relatively easy to learn. Additionally, tying the UDL to online education illustrates that more often than not, accommodations for some will actually have advantages for many. As far as questions go at this point, my experience in our district is that most students involved with online education are at one of the 2 ends of the motivation spectrum: the self-motivated and the not so motivated. The course devoted a large amount of time to addressing student motivation, so it is obviously important, as well as in a face-to-face classroom. I would like to visit a virtual classroom instructor where I could talk to them about how they are successful in this area. Another area of inquiry that I will be taking to our district's online coordinator is the different elements of our learning management system. Finally, on a more theoretical note, I have questions about the community creation. Again, we spent a lot of time learning about how to create a community. I just would like to see it put into action. Thank you for listening and have a great summer.